Nithyanandam. So I just wanted to continue on whatever I was understanding Swamiji speaking about Paramashivoham. There's so many different dimensions that he's speaking about, and it really was mind-blowing. Actually, I watched a movie this morning called Lucy, which was totally awesome. There's two movies. One is called Doctor Strange and one is called Lucy. At this point, I'd suggest you watch Lucy first if you haven't. Basically, it's about this girl who gets caught up in some smuggling of like a drug, and she ends up taking the drug accidentally, and it basically multiplies, magnifies her cells and her body's ability to multiply themselves and to create whatever they want, in kind of not necessarily a stem cell situation, but just hyperactive magnification of their abilities. And so it ends up that all her cells are communicating to each other everything that they can get their hands on, and it goes to the point of saying that her brain is not operating at 10%, it's operating at 100%. And because it's multiplying so quickly, she's suggesting that her body is not fit to maintain that, and so she's going to die soon. So she calculates at what rate the cells are multiplying, how much time she has left, and then she gets in touch with a doctor who's talked about it because she wants to share this amazing thing that's going on. And so she starts manifesting all these spiritual powers, being able to heal people and, you know, basically read with her hands and see through time and space. And anyway, that was just exactly what Swamiji is doing for us. It's like he's able to access these dimensions where things, you know, we don't have any idea about. He's able to make them happen for us. And like the being that can do that, you know, they obviously have mastery over it. They come from that space, they can visit that space. And I was just seeing in the movie how this, because of all the abuse that's been showered on Swamiji, I was just seeing on the movie this girl named Lucy. She was being attacked by some people, and she basically, she just through her mind, she like disarmed them. She made all their weapons fall apart, and then they had some other ones, she made them float in the air so they couldn't physically attack her. And I was like, heck, Swamiji could do that. And you know what the truth is? He could, but he always says that he doesn't give conscious breakthrough to those who don't want it. It's one of the guru kind of ethics that even Sadashiva, although he creates, he sustains, he destroys in rejuvenation, he puts us into illusion. Those things happen whether or not we ask for it, but the liberation happens only if you grant permission for it. And so the same thing with that is like a demon or someone who has nefarious intentions or doesn't follow the dharmic freedom of beings to really create their life as they want. That being could fight people physically using conscious powers, because the power is there, but because those other beings are conscious beings, in effect, they have the ability to ultimately supersede the conscious influence on them, because they are conscious beings and they have the same source as you. But if you don't care about that and you just want to kind of fight them, then you could use that to intrude and stomp on top of their conscious space and not require their participation. Essentially what happens with conscious powers of dharmic gurus is that they require that you cooperate. If you don't cooperate, then whatever they're doing will not have the benefit on you. But you know, you can use spiritual powers whether or not people cooperate, but it goes basically against dharma, the natural flow of the universe. And so essentially you would see that beings who use conscious powers to be violent, even if it's in the sense of self-defense, they are overshadowing that being's right to express their consciousness freely. And so that's why Swamiji doesn't do it. he lets people really create their own realities, actually. And if it's their own demise and their own destruction, like anti-spiritual element suicide day, then that's what they do. So that was just really mind-blowing. It's really someone who's just saying, like, I'm not here to teach you ethics or integrity. I'm just here to give superconscious breakthrough, to imbue your time with content and consciousness. And that's the purpose of life. The only priority, not a priority, the only priority, his only priority is giving conscious breakthrough, and our only priority should be receiving it. So absolutely amazing. Nithyananda.